the Access Bank Lagos City Marathon, sponsored by Access Bank in partnership with Hasty for our HIV Boots activity. So this year, 2024 Access Bank Lagos City Marathon, we are not just running. Access Bank is partnering with Hasty to bring to you a free HIV testing status knowledge, and also we're here to also empower your health by giving you free knowledge about HIV. So wherever you're at the vicinity, do well to stop by one of our booths to get yourself checked. See you there.
Here at the Access Marathon, we are here to ensure that they know about HIV, they know how to prevent HIV, and they have access to free testing and information now and always, and pretty much ensure that people know who they are and the part that they have in preventing the spread of HIV new infections. Already we've been able to reach over 2,000 people, and we've been able to provide that free testing and counseling. We've been able to connect those who need connecting. We've been able to provide support for those who need it as well, and kind of speak to everybody about why it is important that they also run the course and ensure that we do not have the continuous spread of HIV in this generation as well.
We get to know you.
Good morning, my name is Bakari Damilari.
Okay, so did you run today at the marathon?
Yeah, I tried my best.
Okay, we noticed you got yourself tested today at our booth.
Yes.
First time of getting tested.
This is actually my second time.
Okay, so how did you feel?
I was not scared because I know I play safe, so I knew it was going to come out negative.
Okay, so this is going to be a tricky question, but when was the last time you actually had sex without a condom?
Let's say like last month.
Without a condom?
Yes.
Okay, so what if you turned out to be, I don't know, positive because of your lack of protection?
Let me say the chances are low because one, I know they will say probably all guys are the same, but I don't cheat. I only have one babe and I trust her very well.
Okay, so that's your medium for protection?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so for those living with the virus, there's a way we treat them when it comes to stigma. What would be your, your message to people on how they treat people with the virus?
Well, I would just say that they should not lose hope. They should just try and keep on living. If you have the virus, doesn't mean your life is going to end. At least we are still all one, and we believe the love will keep each and every one of us going. So that's what I believe.
Okay, thank you so much today.
You're welcome.
Did you run today?
Yes.
How was it?
It was stressful and fun.
Okay, so did you get tested at our HIV booths as well?
Yes.
Is this your first time of getting tested?
This is my first time.
This is your first time?
Yeah.
How did that feel?
It was okay. It was okay.
Were you scared?
Why scared? I'm not scared.
Okay.
I'm not scared. It was okay and very wonderful.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you a very funky question. When was the last time you had sex without a condom?
It has been long. Let's say last year.
Okay, you had without a condom or you had sex?
I had sex last year.
Okay, was it protected?
No.
So what if you had contracted HIV?
I will be very bad.
Okay, so what would you say about, protection and HIV?
I would say the prevention is better than cure. So next time, if anyone wants to have sex, you have to protect yourself.
Okay.
Because you don't know who have it and who doesn't have it, and it doesn't show in the face.
Okay, so one last question. Do you think hugging somebody can give you HIV?
No.
Okay, so what are the ways you think can contract?
Sexual intercourse. That's the way I know that one can easily contact HIV.
Okay, thank you so much for your time today.
Yeah, my name is David Olayinka.
Okay, so David, I noticed you got yourself tested at our HIV booth this morning.
Yes, that's true.
Is this your first time?
Yes, it is.
Oh my God, this is your first time. Okay, so do you think we have a lot of misconceptions about HIV, and some people think that hugging someone would actually give you HIV? Do you think hugging someone can actually help you contract HIV?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so what are the mediums you think, are those misconceptions that you think we have about HIV?
Having HIV through kiss. What else? Having HIV through maybe using someone's airbrush or something. I think those are the misconceptions. Or towel. I think towel.
Yeah, so those are the misconceptions. All right. So if you were to, funny question, if you had the power to bring 3 legends on a panel to talk about HIV, people may be dead. Who would those 3 people be? You think they can actually talk about it?
Maybe my father.
Wow.
Who else? Maybe dead. My grandmom. Who else? I think those and my dad, brother.
Why is everybody from your family?
I don't know. I just feel like. Yes. I just feel that way. Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for your time today. So Elizabeth, may we get to know you?
I'm Mona Lisa.
Okay, Mona Lisa, did you get tested today?
Yes, sir.
Okay, was this your first time?
No.
Okay, so you know about HIV. So particularly, I'm going to ask a very funny personal question. Do you have a boyfriend?
Yes.
When last did you have sexual activities without condom?
Last 2 years.
Last 2 years. Okay, so but every time you do it, do you engage, in your protective activities?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we're just going to quickly ask you if you were to bring particularly 3 legends back from the dead or something to be on a panel to discuss about HIV, who would you bring?
Like, what type of...
To talk about HIV, if you think they are good enough to talk about, anyone you can think of.
Bob Marley, Fela, and Papa Femi.
You really think Fela can actually talk about HIV?
Yes, nah. Yes, I think he can. He has wisdom and knowledge.
Okay, so we also have a lot of myths and misconceptions about HIV. Do you know about any? What do you think are those misconceptions that we have?
Like, come again with the question.
Okay, like some people feel if you hug someone, you are going to contract HIV.
Yes.
So what other misconceptions do you know?
Through saliva, fluid, and body contact.
Okay, so are those the ways or the misconceptions?
My name is Hilary.
Okay, so did you run? You look like you did.
Yes, I did.
How was the race?
Amazing.
Okay, you also got yourself tested at our HIV booth today.
Yes, I did.
Was this your first experience?
No.
Okay, so you've been doing it. But were you a little bit scared to get to it today?
Yeah, not. I wasn't scared of the results, just the pricking. See that needle? I was scared.
So that was your own scare. Okay, so this is going to be personal. Are you in a relationship?
I never see him. I still fine now.
I stay fine now. Okay, but do you always indulge in protective acts when you indulge in sexual activities?
Very important.
Okay, so you do.
Yes.
Okay, so we have a lot of people living with the stigma, and a lot of people get to make them feel a certain way. What would you say to that?
So it's actually not written on the face. So I think we should treat each person with love and respect, because beyond the disease, you don't know what this person is fighting. The person might be fighting depression or whatever. So your bad comments can really tear the person down.
Okay, can you give a shout out to Access Bank Lagos City Marathon?
Thank you, Access Bank, for supporting all of this. And Hazy. Thank you, Hazy. Thank you, Access Bank.
If you're HIV positive, that doesn't mean the end of life, and you can actually live for years and nothing will happen to you. I can categorically tell you that if you are HIV positive, you can still live more healthier than someone that is not even HIV positive. So for me, just do the necessary thing. That's just it.
All right, thank you so much today for your time. High five. Good morning. How you day?
Fine, oh.
I see say you collect condom first.
Protection first.
You dey do well.
Why no go do well?
Okay, so you could say you dey use protection, but you do your HIV test.
Exactly.
Okay, now the first time wey you dey do am be this.
I do almost every month.
Oh wow, okay. So we get a lot of people where they live with this thing, and they afraid say if they talk am out, people go make them feel certain way. Wetin you go get talk to those people about?
Actually, you need to let people know, more especially medical personnel, who can actually advise you on how to go, what to do, and how to protect yourself or keep yourself safe. Because I know most people that have it, they don't actually let people know, and by so doing, they will get spreading it secretly. But when you let a medical personnel know, I am very sure that you can be knocking with your partner who also has the same symptom, and also not to spread it with people who don't have it.
Okay, so what about people that don't have it but look at these people a certain way?
That's private though. But to me, you can associate from a distance, like within my mind, I can associate from a distance. What I mean that, like, I can't have sexual affair with you, but actually I can handshake you, I can greet you, we can chat, we can talk, we can just be our...
So hugging someone who has HIV has nothing to do with you contract?
It has nothing to do with it.
Okay, so did you run today?
Yes, I did.
You come last, Abi first?
I didn't know.
In between?
I just finished my race and I came to help massage them, as you can see.
Mommy, and pick your own. Auntie, you need to check your status.
It's Joel on the tip.
Hello guys.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Same here. What's your name?
Ibrahim. My name is Aliyu. Smile.
Ridwan Olai.
That was some sugar there. So have you done your HIV test?
Yes, of course. I've
You
not.
know your status?
Yes, I know my status.
Okay, so we have a lot of myths and misconceptions about HIV, like if you hug somebody or you shake them, you are going to get HIV. So what's your own knowledge about contracting?
Well, my knowledge about HIV is, many people said kissing someone or maybe kissing someone or sharing food with the person, you might get contact with HIV. That's not possible. Because on my own knowledge is, the only way you can contact HIV is by sleeping with a lady without using any protection. The usage of condom. And yes, I think that's the most.
Okay, you wanted to say something?
Okay, you see, majorly sometimes not about just the condom itself alone that you can contact the HIV.
Exactly,
You see, sharing an sharp object with someone who has that same kind of AIDS, man, you feel contact them sharp.
Okay, I like and say when I get the knowledge. I like the fact that you guys know about it. So if you were to bring, let me just say, one person, like a legend back to life to join in a HIV panel discussion, who would you bring?
Well, I would bring WHO.
WHO, but that's like an organization. So one person.
I'll bring Abat Macaulay or Charles Darwin, because he's one of the greatest scientists of all that time. You understand?
So they should add like technological way of combating HIV.
Of preventing that HIV itself, because I don't go lie, almost sex to choke for this era, bro. Like as I did like this, bro, man. I just
so you not for HIV.
We not gonna be for HIV. If you not fit stay away, make them use condom. Say no to unprotected sex. Say no to unprotected sex.
No go do yahoo. No go do yahoo. If you know that place you won't go enter, make sure you use condom to protect HIV.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, what's your name?
Hello, my name is Nora.
What about you?
Eniola.
Okay, so did you get yourself tested today at our HIV booth?
I did.
How about you?
Yes, I did.
So is this your first time of getting tested?
Trust me, it is.
Were you scared?
Not really, because I was certain about my status.
Why were you certain?
Because I know my status.
But this is your first time?
This is my first time doing a HIV test.
So how are you sure of your status?
Just like I am sure of my skin color.
But you know that you're saying this because you feel you're not indulging in sexual acts, right?
Exactly.
But you know HIV is not contracted just by sexual activities.
Yes, I do.
So get yourself tested every now and then. Okay, so I'm just going to ask you quickly. Is this your first time?
No.
So you've done it before?
Yeah.
But were you scared?
Yes, I was.
Why were you scared?
It's HIV test for goodness sake.
Okay. So we have a lot of people living with the stigma of HIV, and there's a way they are being treated. So what do you think we can do better to make them feel relaxed? That's people who have the virus. First off, there's a way we treat them, there's a way people treat them. So what do you think we can do better to make them feel more relaxed and comfortable?
Okay, so that way people treat them is actually something that makes them feel like, okay, this stigma is actually on me. But I feel like these people are people who are unfortunate. It's not something they planned to have. So in that case, you don't make them feel like they are worthless or they don't deserve to live. You still make them feel loved. In as much as you're making them feel loved, you yourself, you have to be careful too. But nevertheless, don't make them feel rejected. Don't make them, because those kind of things can make them fall into depression even before being like, I come to understand that HIV is not a death sentence. It can be managed. But depression can actually kill faster than the disease when you make a person feel that stigma and maybe begin to feel frustrated because the person has it. So I think we should just accommodate them, make them feel loved, encourage them to always take their drugs and do the other things that needs to be done to manage it.
Okay, so we have this awareness going on, like the HIV booth that we did today that you got tested. What other ways do you think we can improvise on to stop the stigma, stop the menace, and help the spread of HIV?
Okay, people need to actually be educated. Some people think it's just by sex. Some people don't know that it's not just sex. You can get HIV from, let's say, injury contact, personal belongings sharing, things like that. So people don't actually know. People just need more education. Like they need to be much more educated
concerning this HIV of a thing.
Okay, so I hope you also spread this knowledge in your own way.
Yes, I will.
Yes, you will. Thank you so much.
Disease, but knowledge is power. Ignorance is a disease, but knowledge is power.
So we have a lot of myths and misconceptions about HIV. People feel when you hug and maybe touch someone, you get contracted with that. Are you in full knowledge of how to get contracted?
Absolutely.
Okay, so what are those ways?
It's sexually transmitted, and that's it.
So we have a lot of people who live with the stigma because they feel like people treat them differently. So what would you say about that? What would be your words to that?
No, well, we've come a very long way regarding the treatment and the management of the disease. So it's not what it used to be, say, 15, 20 years ago. So people with HIV, as far as I know, can live a normal life with it. So there's no need for any stigma. And these days, you can hardly tell who is HIV positive or who's not. Yeah, so.
Okay, so we are running an HIV booth here, to create awareness about the menace and all of that. What do you think we can do differently to also help this advocacy?
I feel like as a society, we shouldn't look down on anyone. Under the eyes of God, we're all the same, regardless of whether you have a disease or not. Anybody could have contracted it. So yeah, I feel like treatments for HIV, I don't know what they charge in hospitals, but I feel like healthcare should be very, very accessible to everybody, and it shouldn't be something that they should pay for.
Okay, thank you so much, Tayo. Thank you, Tega, for your time. You tested for HIV yet?
Yes, I've done my HIV test.
Okay, is this your first time of doing it?
Yes, this is my first time.
Okay, so Access Bank Lagos City Marathon actually gave you another opportunity to get tested.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you a very funny question. Are you in a relationship? Let's hear you.
Okay, to be honest, no, I'm not in a
Okay, but when you indulge in sexual activities, do you protect yourself?
Yes, of course, there's protection. I will protect myself.
You will protect yourself. Okay, so we have a lot of people that make people who live with this they stigmatize them and make them feel very bad about themselves. What would you say about that? Or what would be your message to people on that?
People should be educated concerning sex education and the consequences of having unprotected sex, because you have a lot of sicknesses and diseases going around like HIV. But HIV is not a death sentence, because this is a campaign, like you see, Run for HIV. You understand? We're creating HIV awareness. So people should be sensitized and don't be trapped in a dogma and be caught in a fearful heart. You understand? They should come out and do their HIV test to know their status. And as well, if they're engaging in sexual activity, they should use protection, because that's the number one thing. Protection first.
Okay, thank you so much. We had a nice time. All right. Can you get HIV by hugging somebody?
No, I don't think.
Okay, what about kissing them?
No.
What about shaking them?
No.
So what are those ways that we can get HIV?
You can only get it through sexual intercourse, through sharp objects, toothbrush, like that, something like that.
Okay, I'm glad you guys know. As now they flaunt the medal. Also, una know na status. Una dey free of HIV. Una dey protect una self. Una sure. Oh yeah, shout! I know my status.
Access Bank Lagos City Marathon. Get tested, stay protected.
Get tested and stay protected.